The problem isn't the job market. The problem isn't the pay. The problem is you and this society. You are lazy. Well, welcome to this edition of Hardtack. I am Clint Allen. You know, this is just one of those other things that just piss me off about people. This job market, oh, I'm not making enough money. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Oh, why should I go to work there? You see a million on social media of videos that are, oh, well, you know, why Americans don't want to work anymore. Nobody wants to work anymore. Thumbnail after thumbnail after video. Let me tell you something. Nothing has changed. I am coming up to my 60s. The same crap that you're going through right now is the same stuff that we went through in the 70s, the same thing we went through in the 80s, and the same thing we went through in the 90s, and the same thing we went through in the 2000s. Nothing's changed. It's up to you. We are, beyond what you may think, in the greatest country in the world for you to make something of yourself, period, exclamation mark. That's it. It's because you're lazy. Let me tell you a quick story here. I'll try to condense it down as far as I can get here. When I was in my early teens, now I didn't grow up on a farm, but seen an ad in the paper, somebody in the next town over wanted help on their farm. I went to work and every night to the farm, did what they wanted to do, and back then nothing was automated. You pitch shit with the old fork, you fed with a fork, the old barrels, the old bins, the old pushes, you went around, fed, cleaned up crap, swept, put down lime. Everything was manual. And back then, this was big money, $7 an hour to do this. I bought the nicest home stereo that, big old speakers, the 15-inch woofers, 2 mid-ranges, 3 tweeters, one was a horn. Fabulous stereo system I bought. And then I bought my car. I stayed in farming all the way through high school. Get up early in the morning, you went and milked, cleaned everything up, you went through, let the cows out, put down fresh bedding, you put down fresh lime on the floor, you went to school, you got done with school, you came back, you did the same thing, you did your homework when you got home, went to sleep, and this was 7 days a week. Oh, you got part of Sunday off. You are lazy people. So from there, I moved on to some manufacturing jobs. I really didn't like that. And at one point in time, I was working third shift. When I got done with third shift, I went and worked a half of a first shift. That's what it took to make ends meet. This is what it takes. You have to do the time. Fact of the matter. Now, I came to the realization that I did not want to live this way. It was paycheck to paycheck back then, as the same as it's a paycheck to paycheck for you right now. But what is the difference between me back then and you right now? Is because I decided I didn't want to live that way. Damn straight. I got into sales. I didn't know nothing about sales. Back then, Curtis Mathes selling TVs, VCRs, stereos, lifetime warranty. One of the best TVs on the market, Curtis Mathes. Well, nothing's changed from then till now. They put in the ad, or when you go to the interview, oh yeah, we'll do training. Fuck, nobody trains anybody. And then they bitch after the fact. Well, how come you're not doing your job? Well, you said you're going to train me. Oh, well, really? They didn't train you? Oh my God. Nothing's changed. Same shit back then is the same shit now. Anyways, I came across, looking through the drawers at Curtis Mathes, Tom Hopkins, How to Sell Anything to Anybody. And I'm here to tell you, I had the old Sony Walkman. These were cassettes. Look them up, Google them if you don't know what a cassette is. And, and when I was in my car going home, I'm listening to these tapes. As I'm in the bathroom doing my duty, I am listening to these tapes. When I am taking a shower, I've got it on the radio playing while I'm taking a shower. I listen to these tapes 24 hours a day almost, and I learned how to sell anything to anybody at any time. I was a powerhouse. I'm here to tell you, I went from making at that time, which we're talking the mid-80s, I went from making $1,200 a month to $4,000 a month selling TVs and VCRs. They had to have a truck come in every 3 days from Curtis Mathes warehouse distributorship to deliver stuff. That company that I worked for had never sold a big screen TV. I was selling 3 of them a week. So much that they actually had to send a truck special over to Harvey Industries to pick up a whole box van of big screen TVs and deliver them to the Curtis Mathes that I was working at. You can do the same thing, but you need to get off your lazy ass and make a decision. From there, I moved on in my lifetime to car sales and house sales and started my own businesses. The point of this conversation is that what are you bringing to the table when you go to your job interview? And don't tell me, oh, things have changed. You don't know. Yeah. Nothing has changed. The stupidity is still the same. I see what these people wear on these videos to their job interviews. For Christ's sakes, you got to dress the part. You got to dress clean. You got to look good. You can't sit there slouched in your chair. Do a half-assed job on your paperwork. It's got to be legible. You need to show that you want a job. And yeah, it's not going to be $50 an hour. That's the whole thing. You need to start working there and looking for something better and bring something to the table. If you are a high school dropout, a high school graduate, and you're like, well, I can't get a good job and good pay. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. It's your own fault. You have fucked your life up, and it's time to straighten it up. Get off your ass, get off that stupid phone device, watching social media, and do something. Learn a trade. Learn something to better yourself instead of watching cat and dog videos. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think down in the comments. I would really like to hear what you have to say. What is going on that you're living paycheck to paycheck and why you're not doing anything to change it. And you know what? I blame your parents and I blame this government for where we are at. Parents used to inflict on their kids, you need to get up, you need to go to school, you need to get A's, you need to go to college and or some kind of technical. You need to get the hell out of the house when you're done with school and start experiencing life. Then there's a generation that came along going, I don't want to see my child have to do anything that is, that he might sweat. Something that is stressful. I want him to have everything. I want her to have everything that I didn't have. You fucking raised a bunch of pussies. Lazy pussies. Lazy excuse-making piles of crap who now can't make it in life. That's what you have done. It's probably sitting in your basement or your bedroom right now. Tons of excuses, and it's your fault. And our government isn't much less to blame. Oh, we could go on for hours with that, of crap that they've pulled, them lying pieces of crap. And we do nothing about it. It's all about them getting more brazen, and more brazen. I mean, at this point, they could come out of the White House with machine guns and start shooting people out in the street. It'd be 2 days on the news, and then 3 days later, you'd forgot about it. Huge problem with our society. Something for you to think about until our next heart attack.